At -40 degrees, no one survives outside. No people, no animals. But a pregnant German Shepherd collapsed in the snow. Alone, freezing minutes from death, a 34-year-old woman heard a cry. She could have stayed inside. She didn't. What happened? Next forced her into the storm, risking her life, to save 7 lives she hadn't even seen yet. Asterisk, the storm came fast. Too fast, the mountains disappeared behind a wall of white. Wind struck the cabin like a living thing. Snow screamed across the ground. Alina was 34. She had chosen this place for silence, for distance, for peace. That night, peace vanished. The temperature dropped without mercy. Metal groaned, trees bent low. Alina checked the windows, then the door. Everything was sealed. She was about to turn back when she heard it, a sound swallowed by the storm. Thin, broken dot, she froze. The sound came again, not the wind, not an animal cry she knew. She opened the door. Cold exploded into the cabin. Her breath vanished instantly. Snow slammed against her face. "Hello," she called. No answer, only the storm. Then movement, a shape near the edge of the trees. Large, swaying. Alina stepped outside. The snow was deep. Every step fought her. The flashlight beam shook in her hand. She saw the dog, a German Shepherd, female, heavily pregnant. The animal tried to walk. Her legs failed. She collapsed into the snow. The dog did not growl, did not run. She only looked at Alina. Those eyes were tired, empty of fear. Full of need, Alina knelt. The cold stabbed her knees. Her hands shook. The dog's body was ice cold. Her breathing shallow, her sides trembling. "You won't make it out here," Alina whispered. The wind answered instead. Alina tried to lift her. The weight surprised her. The dog cried softly. The storm worsened. Snow erased their tracks instantly. Alina removed her gloves, wrapped her scarf around the dog's neck. Then her coat. Pain shot through her arms. Her skin burned. She ignored it. She dragged, slipped, stood again. The cabin was only meters away. It felt impossible. Her strength faded fast. Her vision blurred. The dog stopped moving. "No," Alina said. Out loud, firm, she pulled again, used her legs, her back. Everything left. At the steps, she nearly collapsed. One last effort, one final breath, the door slammed shut. Warmth hit them slowly. Too slowly, Alina lay on the floor. Chest heaving, hands numb. She forced herself to move. Firewood matches. Flame, the room filled with light. She dried the dog's fur, rubbed her paws, spoke softly. The shepherd whimpered, then cried out sharply. Alina stiffened. Another cry followed. Closer together, urgent, she understood. The dog was going into labor. Outside, the storm trapped them. Inside, time narrowed to breath and pain. Alina stayed close, guided when needed, let instinct lead. The first puppy arrived, small, silent. Then it moved. Alina exhaled. Another followed. Then another. Hours passed. The fire burned low. Snow piled against the walls. By morning, the storm weakened. Light crept through the windows. 7 puppies lay against their mother, warm, alive. The shepherd rested her head on Alina's leg. Her eyes closed in relief. Alina cried then, quietly, completely. The next days were slow, careful, focused. Alina melted snow for water, shared her food, kept the fire alive. The dog healed. Her strength returned. Her gaze sharpened. She watched Alina, constantly, protective, grateful. When help finally arrived, the veterinarian shook his head. "Another hour," he said. "They wouldn't have survived." Alina nodded. She already knew. She named the dog Freya, for endurance, for survival. Weeks passed. The puppies grew. Their eyes opened. The cabin filled with noise, movement, life. Freya followed Alina everywhere. Silent steps, steady presence. When adoption day came, Alina struggled. Each goodbye hurt. Cars drove away one by one. The cabin grew quiet again. One puppy remained, a female, the smallest. Freya lay beside Alina, calm, certain. Alina snarled. Winter still rolled the mountains. Storms still came without warning, but Alina was no longer alone. Courage had taken shape. It was frozen nights, open doors, and choosing to act when fear said no, and when the wind howled again. Freya stayed still, the puppy curled close, and the cabin stood warm against the storm. Asterisk that night stayed with Alina, not as fear, as a reminder. She learned how quickly life can vanish and how fast courage must act. There was no heroism in her mind, only a choice made in seconds. Freya never forgot it either. She followed Alina closely, always watching, always near. In her calm eyes, Alina saw something rare. Trust born from survival, a bond forged in cold, darkness, and fire. Asterisk, if this rescue touched your heart, subscribe now. Stories like this happen because people choose to care, and every new subscriber helps us share more rescues, more courage, and more lives saved. Join us, and don't miss the next story.